Ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolute banger of a video today. We are going to be going over this A+ setup on Bitcoin that, of course, I called in advance inside of the Pro Discord using our manipulation model. So this is a very simple strategy, very high win rate, and it allowed us to catch this 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. A few of you guys took this even past your funded accounts. Love to hear that. So in this video, we're going to break down step by step the exact strategy, how to identify setups, what your entry trigger is to enter the trade, where to place your stop loss, where to target, that sort of thing. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so here is the trade that we took on BTC. Not the short position, although we did call that. So let's go to a fresh chart here, and we are going to go over this setup, okay? Also going to turn off some inputs here in the algo. So we entered the trade on this candle here on the 1 hour time frame. I think we took like 80% off the tables here, and then obviously full TP at this high here for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Now, this is using a very simple strategy called the manipulation model. So step number one, no matter what strategy you're using, you need to make sure you have a POI or a point of interest. This is going to be your key level where you're looking for a reaction on the chart. Now, if I look left here, you always want to look left for your key areas of interest. I noticed that we had this general consolidation zone, this area of consolidation on my chart, okay, otherwise known as an order block, right? If you go to like a 6 hour time frame, right, we have this bearish candle here before that bullish move to the upside. So this would be considered, our 6 to 8 hour order block. Okay, this was my area of interest. Now, why did I not choose, this level as my area of interest, right? Why did I not choose, this level as my area of interest? There's a few reasons for that, okay? Number one, we had equal lows to the left here, okay? So whenever you see you have these, lows here that never get taken out, right? Just like 3 separate lows, this is going to be low resistance liquidity. There's a strong likelihood that if price retraces to these lows, it's most likely going to take out all of these lows, okay? And we had this unmitigated order block lying right below this liquidity low to the left here. So this was going to be my key level, my area of interest, my point of interest, whatever you want to call it, okay? Just this general area of consolidation. Now, another confluence I like to use a lot in my trading, you guys know this, is the golden pocket fib, okay? So we also had the golden pocket fib sitting right above that level, perfectly overlapping this liquidity level to the left here, and overlapping our higher time frame order block. So this was my area of interest. This is where I was looking to take the trade, okay? So we're gonna actually go into replay mode here and pretend like we're trading this in live time. So I have my key level, I have my confluences, we're taking out this low. Now, what most people do is they'll try to enter a limit order, right? They'll try to enter a limit order, or they'll maybe enter on the first reaction, okay? When I'm using the strategy, right, the manipulation model, I need to see confirmation. So by confirmation, I mean I need to see an inverse fair value gap as my final entry trigger. So step number one, we have our point of interest. Step number two, we sweep higher time frame liquidity, which overlaps that key level. And then step number three is we are looking for that entry trigger with that inverse fair value gap. So if I'm looking at the chart here, right, I can see that we had this bearish fair value gap as price is sweeping into this level, but we never closed above, right? We never had that hourly candle closure above that bearish fair value gap. So there was never an entry here, okay? We're only entering after we get that inverse fair value gap. And what do we do from there? Well, we sweep once more, right? Still rejecting. And again, we're still not entering a trade here, okay? Because we are below this bearish fair value gap. So we need to see a candle closure above for our entry. Now, at this point, I'm already starting to map my trade, okay? Because we're seeing bullish divergences on the easy oscillator, right? Momentum is increasing to the upside as price is decreasing. We're seeing those mild buy signals on the easy algo indicator. All I'm waiting for now, guys, is an inverse fair value gap, meaning an hourly candle closure above this bearish fair value gap to then go long and then put my stop loss at this swing low as a hard stop loss and then manually close if we see any hourly candle closures below this inverse fair value gap, okay? So at this point, I'm actively marking up my chart. I'm making the trade plan in advance for what I want to see. And at this point, all I'm doing is I'm waiting for follow through, okay? So boom, there we have it. Trend bar shifts blue on the easy algo indicator as we are reclaiming this inverse fair value gap. That is our entry trigger, hard stop loss somewhere around here. And we are going to be targeting these highs as our take profit. That is all there is to the strategy. Okay, you have your point of interest, sweep of liquidity into an inverse fair value gap with bullish divergences, momentum, volume increasing to the upside. This is a high probability trade. Now, some of you guys may be asking, well, you're technically still longing into local resistance here, right? You're technically longing into local resistance. On a lower time frame, yes. But because we're entering on the 1 hour time frame, this is a bullish looking chart, okay? We've just waited for that higher high, right? We're seeing lower lows and lower highs. We were just waiting for that extra piece of confirmation. Now, what you can do if you want to get a better risk to reward entry is you can draw your golden pocket from the most recent swing low to that swing high and wait for a re-entry at the golden pocket. The problem with a re-entry, okay, is that you won't always get it. A lot of the times when you see the manipulation model, once you see that inverse fair value gap, once you have those bullish divs, you won't get a retracement. Like price will just go straight up from that level, which is exactly what it did. So if you're going to trade the strategy, just enter off of the inverse as soon as you get that candle closure above. Remember, not a wick above, but a candle closure above that inverse fair value gap. That is when you can enter the trade. We also had the trend bar shifting blue on the Easy Algo indicator. We also had the manipulation X indicator call this move to a T as well, right? You can see clear signal right here for some more piece of confluence. Boom, there's your entry, stop loss at this low, target this high, there's your TP. So pretty simple, right? Not rocket science. This was like an A+ setup, so it won't always be this clean in real time. But if you follow this step by step, if you're a disciplined and a patient trader, this is all you need to become profitable, right? It's rinse and repeat. We do the same thing every single week. If you don't have a ton of money to trade with, what you can do is get a funded account on Breakout, or if you trade NQ, you can get a funded account on Apex. It's never been easier to leverage other people's capital to make money in the markets. So that was a trade recap. I don't want to make this video too long. Pretty simple. Anyone can do this. It's not rocket science. I post all of my trades in advance inside of the Discord. We also give access to all of our trading indicators, which make trading a lot easier. So if you guys are interested, click the first link in the description below. That's going to be it for me in this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.